It's time for your Sandusky Speedway weekly race recap show. Your hosts, Chris Mize and Doug Duck.
Hi. Welcome
Good morning.
back.
Good morning, everybody. I want to thank all the veterans. Thought you guys wouldn't be able to do shows like this. Thank our military serving overseas and homeland. I want to thank all our first responders, fire, EMS, police, doctors, nurses, tow truck drivers. We thank you all. If
Yes.
It sounds like I just woke up. I did.
Really? Taking one of those afternoon siestas?
Whew. Can't believe I slept with that cat. Phone started ringing and it was you.
You know it was me.
I said, oh, I'm
I
late.
might be late.
I might be late. So, everybody, Mother Nature, won again.
Yeah.
Well, I started getting worried. I tell you what, it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock. It was blue skies and sunny. Kevin calls me, hey, what's the hot lap order? Yeah, what's the hot lap order? You know. And about, I don't even think, it was about an hour, maybe a little less. It looked like it was 9 o'clock at night, dark. I mean, real dark, and the sky opened up, man. And boy, did she open up. So it is what it is. You're not going to beat Mother Nature. So you think us husbands that deal with the wives that threaten us? Oh, yeah. Shit. Yeah. Then you stay home. And actually, I had a pretty nice time.
Slept?
Oh, last Saturday we drove around.
Did you? See
around,
anything?
had Toff's ice cream. Went out to the track, took pictures when it was pouring. Had a little bit of water come in the basement. I think there was an inch and a half or more come down. It had to be like 20 minutes. I mean, it just poured.
Yeah, it got bad down here too.
So, the CRS Truck Series will move to July 9th now. We're going to move them to this weekend, Doug, and unfortunately, there's a lot of scheduling conflicts. You know, when you're in that situation, you just start moving stuff. Yeah, it sounds good. This date sounds good.
Right. Yeah.
And after we put it out there, we realized that Billy had some conflicts, scheduling conflicts. A lot of people were scheduled to go out of town this weekend, so they had the weekend off. So we thought it was in the best interest of both parties to move that to July 9th. So CRS Truck Series will come in then. We're in a process still of talking to Will Wiggins, the Ohio Wheelman Series. We got a pretty cool date we're trying to make work, Doug, and we're just going to see here. We got another few days. We're waiting on a couple more answers, but that show will be ran, will be made up. So by the end of the week, we should have that date, hopefully. So them guys going to Kalamazoo this weekend. Wish them a lot of luck. Nice, cool racetrack up there. And we move into this weekend. I guess it'll be the first time the modifieds are here.
Yes. Yeah.
Mother Nature's kicked our ass 3 times now.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Spring Cavalcade, second week, and now this past weekend. So, modifieds were supposed to be in the second week, I believe it was, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Rained out, so we'll see the return of them guys. And I went to Toledo Speedway. I tell you what, it was a good race up there with the modifieds. So I don't watch Midwest Series on Sunday.
Anybody up there?
There's a few people in it. Pit gates open at 3. Hot laps will be at 4. Qualifying will be around 5:30, about 5:30, with racing at 7. So front gate will open at 4. Front gate price on the modifieds there is $12 for adults. So it's still pretty cheap, though.
Yeah, compared to like peanut butter.
Peanut butter went up again, did it?
Yeah.
Did you buy some peanut butter at the grocery store this week?
No, I had to throw away some peanut butter.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was that outdated?
No, that recall.
I don't know nothing about it. See, I ain't even been keeping up with the news.
Check it out to make sure everybody, your public services.
Watch everybody's running this cupboard now.
Yeah, it's all over the news. It's in Ohio.
What peanut butter?
Jif. A lot of their brands. It has salmonella poisoning in it.
Really?
Yeah, your Jif recall alert.
A Jiffy recall? Is that like Jeffy Piper?
This segment sponsored by Jif Recall.
Barney Gerber, hello. Talking to him earlier. He's a funny guy. Had a picture of a street stack up. I said, hey, that's a nice car where you're at. Let's skip here a second. Well, the body looks good, but he goes, really, it is, laughing out loud. I promise, or something like that. I promise I'm not cheating. How many times you hear that?
Right, exactly.
Not a whole lot to talk about tonight. Unfortunately, I can remember what was it, Doug, a few years back, we rained out first 5 shows.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that when you were mentioning that we've rained out 3 times this year.
Yeah, cavalcade. Weather on the cavalcade, it had so much rain at the beginning of the year that we were flooded. Plus, we had the electrical issue that was going on, and hell, we wouldn't have been able to park nobody anyways, even if that, because the grounds are so wet, Mother Nature rained.
There was a year MSA rained out their first, I think, 8 weeks of like a 12-week season.
I can remember going back in the 90s. I want to say mid-90s, and some of you people out there, if I knew the exact year, it'd be a trivia question, but it's first 7 shows we rained out. And it was wasn't good. So
wow,
it happens. You're not going to beat her. Unfortunately, people, I will be honest about some stuff here, and racetracks right now are we're in a bad situation where we're making calls earlier. One of these days we're going to be wrong, Doug. One of these tracks is going to be wrong and make a call, and it is going to be nice. And the problem is inflation has got the gas prices up and everything else up, and we hate to see people, where we used to cost, let's say, $100 to tow to the track and back home. It costs $250 now, and
right.
Same with people, your fans, and we got to look at this. And one thing I've said several times since last Friday night, Saturday morning was, fans don't mind that it's $2 a gallon coming to take a chance.
Yeah.
And that's what it is when you get to the weather the way it is. You're taking a chance.
Why are they so good?
What's that weather report?
Evidently, she didn't hear about the peanut butter.
Is she over there eating it?
I did.
But fans
These are Oreos.
don't mind, $2 a gallon, Doug, coming and taking a chance that you might get rain with weather. If at $4.55 a gallon, $4.50 a gallon.
Yeah, I'd rather you make the call early and be wrong.
They mind. They're not going to take a chance. So, you don't want to piss the drivers off. And then, we had one guy I know said, well, I got three Billy Straley says, I'm towing 3 trucks up.
Yeah.
He says, it's going to cost me between $400 to $600, and I said, well, if we rain out, and I said, no, it's going to cost you $800, $1,200 then. You're towing up once, going home.
Yeah. Are you leaving them?
Yeah, and going back home, for one purse. So unfortunately, people, and it's just not us. You're gonna have to bear with some tracks. It's changed everything the way we think and how we do rainouts and everything else right now.
Right.
And a lot of other tracks are in the same position that we don't want to call a race, but early a lot of times, but we're going to start calling them early just for the simple fact that it costs too much to come to the track to go back home with nothing. So, and that's that. So that's blatantly honest on some of the decisions that are being made, not just with us, with other tracks. We talk to other tracks and same thing. You're making calls. You're gonna rethink how you do things and decisions, and you're gonna we're used to wait till 1 o'clock, whatever. You're gonna make that call earlier.
Right.
So. Other than that, Doug, should be a good weekend coming up. Hopefully, Mother Nature stays the hell out of it. We'll see. Hopefully, she does.
Right. Right.
If you won the tickets last week, we'll roll them over into this week. Dane Henry bought a set of tickets, hot dog and Pepsi products for last weekend. Whoever won that, Doug, I'm not sure who won it. We'll roll it over. So,
are we giving anything away? We got a lot of hashtag Sandusky Speedway.
We'll give a Big D's pizza away.
Okay.
We'll give 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products away. And if you won the flag dropping last week, if you want to see our Truck Series, we'll roll that into July 9th. If you won the other
3,
we'll give away Ohio Wheelman Series on his. That'll roll over when we make that date up. And the other 3, we'll roll that into, what would that be, June 4th?
The next.
We'll roll them into this weekend, and we'll give away the modified one. How's that?
Okay.
And then we can still do another hour in the tower if you want it for last weekend. You can still do it this weekend.
Well, remember last weekend we were going to pick someone.
Okay, you know what? Was that what it was? We're gonna
we didn't draw for it. We said that we were going to go just grab somebody.
We're just going to grab somebody. Get to the tower.
Right. You're going to sit there.
And I heard. So I'll tell you what, we'll draw for an hour in the tower, and then let's do something different. We're also going to put another drawing up to where you go over on the other side. The person go over and sit with Mark for a while.
Announce for a while.
Guest announcer.
There you go. If you always wanted your chance.
Go over and see what it's like over there. And so
We can do that. We can do that.
So be sure to get over there. Hashtag Sandusky Speedway, all one, no spacing. And I'm sorry, people. I've seen like foreign Jedleys put hashtags Sandusky Speedway over there, so that pretty much wiped out everybody because they win. All right, here we go for a big. Yeah, come on up, Cal. I've told you that before. You're welcome up there.
Yep. More merry.
Hey. Hold on, Doug. I'll talk about it after we do this, Cal. I want to bring you up about something. So here we go for Big D's Pizza.
Big D's Pizza.
Dean, Henry, Clyde, Ohio. And then, do we got a picture of the belt, Doug?
We do. We'll pull that up
talk
here.
About that after this.
Matt Marlowe.
Marlowe.
Thank goodness he's got internet.
Yeah. We'd like for you to have won that Big D's Pizza, Matt, but you have no internet.
Right, you have no idea you won.
Yeah, you got to reach Big D's Pizza after the show on their Facebook page. So.
Right.
All right. Congratulations, Matt.
All right. Next up.
2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products.
From Sandusky Speedway.
Sandusky Speedway.
Corey
Gentry. Interstate Towing, one of the tow truck drivers that we talked about.
And just reach out on Facebook to us, right?
Yeah, Corey just messaged me after the show, and I'll make sure you're set if you want to come. Corey's got a prick for a boss day. All right.
Is it you?
Yeah, Wayne Sweeney.
Oh, there's 2 in the world.
Yep. So,
okay.
All right. Flag dropper for the modified series race. Modifieds
coming up
Saturday, first time. Sandusky Speedway this year.
Russell
Harper. Give the pizza to the 37th caller from the show. Yeah. We don't have calling, Matt. What do you mean? I'm on my phone watching.
That is so 1980.
Yeah, I'm on the phone watching. Yeah, it's called the internet. Amanda help you. All right, Crussell. If you're there, let us know, and we'll have you over, before the feature starts and get you across with Ronnie. Get you over there to drop the green flag. That's an experience, people. I tell you right now. Sitting on the grandstand side watching these cars and everything, and then going on that side, especially on the flag stand, Doug, is
right.
Something pretty neat. I mean, it's a different view, different sound, everything. So, hour in the tower.
1 hour in the tower. It should be enough for anybody.
Oh, there you go. Matt Marlowe, that's a good idea. Jeff Pfeiffer, he's going, nope. Jeffy Pfeiffer, no.
Jeffy Pfeiffer isn't going to come up in the tower.
No, he better be racing this weekend.
Right.
He said he was going to, so redraw that one.
All right. Sorry, Jeffy, we don't want you in the tower.
Yeah.
We want you in the car. I'm coming up there anyhow.
Yeah.
Matt
and Jedley. There you go, Matt.
There you go. You can watch from a different perspective. And
I told you in the Jedley would win, didn't I? Did I or did I not say?
Yeah, you did. You did.
There you go. Oh, what was the last one?
Announcer.
Go up and sit with Mark for a while. Here you go.
Say hey to the crowd.
Yeah. No, Jared will be busy.
He'll be busy.
Redraw that one.
Nice try.
What, you don't want to come up and tower with me, Matt? Is that what you're saying? Michelle.
Okay.
I see it. Then the Jedleys are winning. All right, redraw Matt. See, Matt goes, I've been to that tower.
Right. All right. This is for Aaron's Tower.
Hour in the tower.
Michael Oldenburg.
He'll be racing.
Yeah.
So redraw that one. This is the last one, and then we're going to pick. Maybe we'll pick 2 fans come up. Crossing 1 already, so he's dropping that green. We will pick 2 fans randomly if I'm walking through and say, come on, come to the tower.
You're coming with me.
I've heard what happens in that tower.
Michael wants mic'd up in the car. That would be kind of cool if we could pull that off. I could only imagine what the fans would hear.
I really don't want that. No.
That would be an awesome idea.
You know, I wonder how we could do that.
Mike 'em?
It'd be considered 2-way radio.
No. He'll be talking on a PA system.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it by radio. We'd figure something out.
Yeah. We'd have to be on our channel. We'd have to have 2 of our radios.
Yeah. Maybe we'll figure something out. How to do
You know what? That's a good idea.
Bam! They get in a wreck. Hey,
Let's-
how's it going down there?
I can only imagine what beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. We always wonder what that guardrail looked like when you're coming at it with the car. Can you explain to us what you're feeling right now?
Right.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Junior brings Kenny. I've known him by Junior my whole life, and known Kenny my whole life. We had gosh darn it, I can't think. I just cannot think of the life of me. The guy from Delaware comes in and every is Michelle. Remember last year, Doug? We brought him up tower.
Yep.
Give him a Jeep ride. I told him, go down there, and we told the Jeeps when Super Zero hot lap, and we said, take him down there and sit off of turn 2. You know, and you know, he even said, remember that? He goes, I never, it was such, you know, different view, sound, and you know, was real happy about that. So yeah, that is a good idea, and you know, I'll work something out. Yeah.
You don't say bad words.
All right, I got it. Listen, I got to tell this story on Mikey. It was funny. 2 weeks ago's driver's meeting. Mikey's sitting there. We're getting ready to start the meeting, and he just starts talking, you know, like a kid, you know, just to me. His dad's standing back there, and he goes, Mike. He turns and looks at his dad and goes, shut up. Why do you keep talking? Shut up. You know, like I don't know if his dad seen me is starting to agitate me a little bit or something. I must have given a look, which he didn't, but I must give a certain look to him or something. His dad's like, oh God, shut up, kid. You know, it was actually pretty funny. But Doug, you got last week's winners?
Yeah, I sure
Mother
did.
Nature, you're supposed to have a thunderstorm.
I could have done that.
Cal Krebs, we want to thank him. Anybody who's in the pits, he put a nice blower together on the back of this tractor. You know, track.
I want to see that.
You know, I said to him, Cal, take it out there. And he goes, I think Cal was, you know, big supporter of the Renegade Series, Boom Pro Trucking, one of the sponsors. Always jumping on board in different things. I think he was having too much fun, you know, around Johnny coming over by the tech, and we were running beer stocks through that. But we want to thank him. That's a pretty cool blower that he has. That you know, hopefully we don't have to use it, but sometime through the year, I know we'll be using it. So when he's there, so thanks a lot, Cal. Other than that, Doug, what else was I going to bring up?
Well, if you're a hot dog eater,
Oh yes,
and I think Kevy holds that title right now.
Kevy holds the. As of right now, Kevy holds the first one of the year. We're running 5 races for the hot dog championship, and thanks to Mark, our announcer, and Big D's Pizza, Dean Henry. Show them a picture of what you win at the end of the year. If you win the
This
hot
is
dog
what you want.
championship.
Now, Kevy has an option to continue on or drop out, and then somebody
Drop
get
out.
right. All right.
Yeah,
So
he's in the modified.
here's what you're getting. That's the real belt.
Got a picture of the belt right there. That's the actual belt that we're going to give out at the last Big D's hot dog race.
It's nice.
We're not gonna run one this weekend, but the following weekend, I think it's June 4th. June 4th, we will be running another hot dog race, the second one of the year. So yes, thank you, Dean Henry. It's a cool looking belt.
It
And
is.
you know what's messed up? A lot of guys will run for that belt.
Yeah. They'll be at every hot dog race.
Yeah, pick me.
That's the real deal.
That is a real belt for the hot dog king. So, Dean, we want to thank you. Mark, pretty cool looking belt. And don't forget, June 18th is coming, Doug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta like that. You gotta like that belt. That's something. Like I said, we decided 5 races. And James McKay will have his car out so he can. It actually is pretty cool. So, yes. Yep. All right. It's
come to this.
We're in a new generation now, so
Anything goes.
Anything goes. We're being politically correct.
Right.
Belts
Watch
out.
Sunday night. We'll tell you more.
Yeah, Sunday night we'll tell you a little bit more about that. But it was a neat idea, and like I say, I want to thank Big D's Pizza. That belt, we'll tell you what. I'm not going to give the exact price out of what we paid for that belt, but I can tell you this: it wasn't cheap, though. It was not cheap, and
Right.
we want to thank Big D's for buying that. So, yep, June 18th, Doug. It's going to be.
It's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
3
We're going to have
weeks
a
away.
regular show, North Coast Stock Series Renegades, beginner stocks, and after the show, I'm going to make some short work of some stuff.
Now, this is in a ring.
In a ring.
Front stretch. Can people get out around the ring, or they stay
No,
back?
they got to stay back.
Because what? You're afraid that
Well, no.
you'll fall out?
It's not going to take long.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Huh?
All right.
They even got a woman coming out there.
That's the one you're scared of.
Yeah, it ain't going to take long. Be a short session, some short work for me. We'll be done. Move on. Actually, I don't need to, Cal. It's not going to take long, I'm telling you. They got, I think there's 3, what's the correct term now? Little people? Is that what it is? Little people.
Whatever you want to call it.
I mean, it's moved from midgets, dwarfs, little people. I don't. Smaller than me. Yep. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I can't, I'm scared to death, though. That's true fact. Scared of them. But I've already went and bought my shin and knee protectors, Mark, so I don't get bit in the knees.
All right.
Be sure to watch next week. That's all I can say. But Tuesday night, and June 18th, mark your calendars. We haven't talked much about it, Doug, and it's it'd be interesting. This last year we had June 11th or around that time, 12th. We had the monster trucks, and stuff like that, and it just wasn't going to be feasible this year with the people we use out of Florida, the monster jam trucks and that, with the way fuel prices went up and that. It just, so, we decided back in September we were going to have the midget wrestling. Do they still call it midget wrestling? Or is that
actually, now that
okay.
There's all kinds of associations out there.
So the wrestling world hasn't, got feelings.
Right. It's like racing.
Midget wrestling, yeah. But it'll be interesting, to say the least, Doug. I'll tell you what. Next week on Tuesday night, we're going to pull a fan on the drawing. And that'll be one person that'll go ringside with me.
Oh, boy.
Huh? We'll have one person we'll pull out of the right side there.
What's that going to be? Your coach or your cheering section?
My coach, my yeah. That's your job, is to make sure I get in the ring. Because I might run. You never know. So that'll be next week. We'll draw for a person to come out with me, front and center in the ring. Yeah, tag team partner. Kevin was joking about that the other day. I'll be your tag team partner. So I have my hand in there. You'll go to slap it and I'll pull it back. No, I'm not getting it. Cleanup crew. Listen to this. So Chad Wise is not a midget. He was 1 inch above the midget mark. I told him that. We measured him. We measured him one cavalcade about 1 in the morning. We got a tape out, measured him just to make sure. I didn't know whether to run or shake his hand. So, other than that, hope to see you this weekend. Like I say, we can't stop Mother Nature. Boy, I tell you what, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Doug, I was sweating. Blue skies, sun, and within an hour, it just turned shit. And it turned shit for most of the state. So
yeah.
I believe the go-kart series is off this weekend. Pretty sure they're off till June 5th. Get over there if you have any questions about the go-kart. So that's Karted Series on Facebook. So Speedway Graphics, busy as hell, Doug. Busy. So if you need graphics, get a hold of them. Try to fit you in as soon as we can. 419-625-4084. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Ohio Wheelman Series on Facebook Live. 8 o'clock. Thursday night, you have Hammer Down Race Report. At 7 o'clock, Hammer Down Racing on Facebook. And 8 o'clock, Shady Bull Speedway. Rick Young. I want to thank Rick. He's been fighting the weather too,
Yeah.
And I got to give a shout out to Greg over at Barberton. I talked to him for a while on Sunday, Toledo. So there you go.
That's it. That's a wrap.
I woke up just in time for the show.
1 minute before.
All right, people. Last thing I'll leave you with, please, in these times, support your local businesses. Local mom and pop shops, they need it more now than ever. They're going through a lot of rough times too with inflation and everything. That where you walked in, I bring up the donut house for example, Doug. Prices have gone up over in the last year. Prices gone up. And it's not their fault. They're getting prices jacked up on them, their suppliers and everything with fuel prices and everything. Don't bitch about $2 increase. like you said, I believe on our other show, Doug, that, or if you can afford to walk in and buy a dozen donuts, you can afford that extra increase. And that business needs it. They got to increase too. They're getting hammered worse than a corporate chain.
Right.
So
Yeah.
make sure you support your local business out there, your mom and pop shops. Make sure you support your local racetracks, short track racing in general. I don't care if it's dirt, asphalt, what. If you can't make Sandusky Speedway, make sure you go see, another short track. Support your local racing, because I can tell you right now, these last 3 years have been the toughest years in the 30 years I can remember. Pandemic hits us. We're still under mandates and everything last year, restrictions starting out the season. Tire situation last year rolls over into this year. Tire situation's real bad. Inflation's hit us. If you can't make a short track, us, go support your local short track racing, dirt or asphalt. Don't be the person on Facebook with all the criticism and not even go to the racetrack. I said that last week, and I'll say it again. A lot of people get on Facebook, love typing, and don't even go to a short track. And then when the track closes, they start bitching about it. You don't have an opinion if you didn't go support. So, kind of like voting. If you don't vote, you shouldn't have an opinion. It's just how I feel. So, other than that, you got anything else, though?
That's it.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you Saturday. God bless y'all. God bless America.
See ya.